You would have thought I was a sponsor for Dunkin' because I stay with some Dunkin' coffee. Only in the morning before work. Sometimes on the weekends. But it's like, I don't know what's in this coffee that makes you, like, once you start drinking Dunkin', it's like you want it all the time. Not all the time, but, like, I feel like my day goes so much better at work if I have Dunkin' coffee. Like, granted, I can make coffee at home, but it's something about Dunkin'. All right, let's not do too much because I'm not getting paid to sponsor. But anyway, this is Kira here, CEO, business owner of Beauty by Kira. Listen, you got to speak things into existence. Even though I'm only in the beginning, I'm in the building stage. I'm trying to find my way through. I'm trying to, I'm building my clientele. I'm trying to stay consistent on IG. It's not easy. Oh gosh, I don't saw yet. One of my notes broke. Whatever. But it's not easy staying consistent. I could say that because in the beginning it's quiet. Everybody's watching, And I think I spoke on this in my last video. In the beginning, with anybody starting a business, everybody's just watching. They're trying to see what you're really about, what you're really doing, if they can trust you. And if you really going all in with this, like, people are not going to really engage too much in the beginning when you're trying to grow something. You might get your close friends and family that support. They might like stuff and, throw a little comment in there, but nobody's really going to go all in the beginning, unless you've been like promoting yourself or doing something for years. But if you're starting from scratch, it's gonna be quiet. So it can be, what's the word I'm looking for? It could be a little bit discouraging sometimes when you're posting. You're posting, you're making content, and it's not hitting. But every day I have to remind myself every time I post, because I find myself sometimes like seeing if I got any engagement on my post or whatever, and how I can make my post hit a little more. So it's like a thin line between trying to build a business, specifically I'm gonna say a hair business or whatever. You're trying to promote your work on social media. It's a thin line between that and a content creator these days, because everything hits with content. Your IG or whatever, your Facebook, whatever you use, is like your profile. But yeah, as I was saying, it's like a thin line between trying to build a business on these social media platforms and a content creator, because your content these days, your content gotta hit. Like, if your content is looking blurry and it's just not giving, I don't want to say luxury, but if it's not giving like professional, a little bit of luxury, it's not going to draw people in. You know what I'm saying? So it is it's a thin line, and sometimes I find myself getting obsessed about the engagement, because I feel like the engagement will bring more people looking at my page. But at the same time, I have to remember and tell myself, like, I'm not trying to be a content creator. I'm just putting this out there to get my brand known, and for people, not maybe, but for people to recognize me as a wig stylist and want to book with me. I'm trying to build my clientele, but I know I have to also make content that looks good. So it is a thin line, and it can be discouraging, but you have to just keep pushing. Like, you just have to post regardless if you get no likes, you don't get nothing. This is your portfolio at the end of the day. Let's say you out one day, your hair is fire, and somebody be like, oh, your hair look nice, what did your hair? And you say, yo, yeah, pull up your IG, and then they can go through your content regardless. People want to see the work. They don't care about the likes, you know what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged about that, because you go to these hair pages that got over 1K views, 1K likes and whatever, but they've been doing this for a while. They've been doing it since, some people been doing it since they were 14 doing hair, or 7 doing hair, or they established their business a long time ago. Everybody started somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So don't compare yourself to anybody. You just got to tune that out, tune it off, and think about where you are and what you're trying to do. That's it. So that's where I'm at. If you don't follow me, my IG is beauty by _ Kira, Kera. That's my IG. If you guys are welcome to look at it. Like I said, I'm in the building stage. I'm trying to find my way through, see what works and what doesn't. But right now, I'll be back. I'm at a school concert for my son. I will pick this up where I left off later. Like I said, it's a thin line between content creation and building a business, it comes with content. That's just today's world. So you have to get in your bag with that. Like, you have to know what works and what doesn't work. You have to find good angles, good lighting. It's just what it is these days. But don't go too crazy worrying about the likes and everything like that, because that will discourage you in the beginning. Because like I said before, everybody's not gonna like your content. In the beginning, people are watching. Like, I literally have to push myself. I'm my own cheerleader and talk to God, ask God to guide you, ask God for his guidance. That's it. That's what I do. You have to see a bigger picture to make it. You have to. And just know that you got it and know that you're going to get there. I'm literally doing this by myself from the ground up, applying the things that I learned from, so this is real raw. Like, I'm not sugarcoating, I'm not pretending. This is what it is. Thank you all for watching, and continue to follow me and subscribe to my channel for more tips